Singapore will review its plans to guard against rising sea levels, and that's because the plans were made based on previous climate change estimates, which did not account for the possible collapse of the Antarctica ice shelves. Gwyneth Teo tells us more.
Singapore made its climate change plans according to a 2014 United Nations assessment report. It estimated sea levels rising by up to 1 meter by the year 2100. Speaking at an energy forum, Senior Minister Teo Chee Hean says as a low-lying island state, Singapore needs to counter the impact of climate change seriously. He added that Singapore will revise its strategy when the 2022 report is published. In the meantime, the country is considering using seawalls and pumping stations.
We will study carefully the cost-effectiveness and cost-benefit of each of these measures carefully and apply them across the different watersheds in Singapore and the river systems and coastal areas.
He added that with early planning, climate change measures can be phased in and the costs spread over a number of years. During the discussion, Senior Minister Teo Chee Hean said different cities and countries will have different needs and opportunities when seeking solutions to climate change. For instance, more developed countries may be locked into certain energy infrastructures, preventing them from using newer technologies, whereas developing countries will be able to leapfrog their way to newer energy solutions because they have less infrastructure. For example, the Housing and Development Board is optimizing energy use in several ways. Natural ventilation is maximized in towns and buildings to reduce reliance on air conditioning.
We use smart lighting, not only LED lighting but smart lighting, and it can cut your energy by 40 to 60%. So we use data analytics to try and optimize the way we use, for example, lighting. If we can track the way people move, and we can actually reduce the amount of lighting if nobody is really there.
Energy company Shell is also aiming to improve resource and energy use. It's working with governments and the private sector to find solutions to their energy needs. Shell says it's working with Changi Airport Group to reduce their carbon footprint. The company is also working with other agencies.
We are working with PSA to understand their energy needs for Pasir Panjang Terminal and in future for Tuas Port. We identified 2 areas of collaboration. The first is in cleaner fuels. The second is in looking at the feasibility of near net zero energy building.
Shell says fossil fuels will remain relevant as energy needs increase, and these will be balanced with renewable energy.